Hello there. Welcome to another episode of WOK TALK. I'm Captain Canada, or if you prefer, you can call me Joseph. Um, the fact about the walk, or the way that I'm doing my walk, is I don't know if anyone has been noticed that I'm wearing my black hat. That's normally kind of like flying the flag half mast kind of thing. It's um, because the walk for lost loved ones is a very serious thing. And while I prepare to carry the pallet, I want to keep in mind all those we have lost. And I even shudder to think how many people will be lost in between the time I speak these words and when I carry the pallet or attempt to carry the pallet. And not everybody makes it. Every day of life is a victory, and it's not always an easy victory. But I'll be doing some squats with this walk for lost loved ones, and that'll help me prepare a little bit for carrying this pallet because this shield of mine is a lot heavier than the pallet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These reaction videos to Aaron from Super Sweet Shirt Co. These are not my regular type of walk talk. This is different. I just wanted to react to his video because I really enjoyed his reaction. And I also had some things to say about it. And I had a bit of a confrontation with him in the comments that led to us being friends, I think. Or at least not enemies. But speaking of comments, because this show isn't about reacting to other stuff for the most part, it's actually about me talking about my experiences and other real life superheroes and other things on YouTube and all sorts of stuff. So, somebody left a comment on one of my shorts where I was walking to Claremont to raise awareness for suicide prevention. And this is what it is. I won't say the name, but I do want to talk about this comment. It says, "Why am I usually the first to see your videos? Is it because I made several attempts and God is trying to make me atone or see the error of my ways? I don't know, but it's starting to freak me out." And I've had other people kind of speak in a way where it's like, what are the odds that we would be connected over this one strange thing called suicide? Like, that they have either known someone who has done it or they themselves are struggling with it. And it seems like destiny, like we're connected. And it's like, that is a beautiful thought in a way, that we're in this ocean of chaos and the impossible connected us together. But the hard truth is a lot harsher, I think. And I don't want to say that God didn't connect us or something like that, if that's what you believe. But there are so many people affected by suicide that you're a lot more likely to run into a person that has something to do with it than you are not. So many people are connected to some tragedy involving suicide, whether it's their personal tragedy or how they deal with tragedy, or if it's the tragedy they deal with that somebody else did. It's not just, it is just coincidence, but the numbers are bad. I hate to think about it, but then it's something I think about all the time, really. For those who don't know, I would like to see the end of suicide in our lifetime, and that seems impossible, but it also seems impossible that so many people end their lives. And where other diseases and other issues require mass engineering or a cure, something cooked up in a lab, suicide just requires people not to commit suicide, just to choose to not destroy themselves. And so that's where I'm at. I don't even see the complete picture, but I know there's a uncountable so many that are affected by suicide, and I want to find a way to show them that every day of life shouldn't. If you are able to just change your perspective, life is a victory. Even if you can't change your perspective, even if it doesn't feel like a victory, I want to say that logically it is a victory. It is the only victory that matters, because I think a lot of the time suicide is just a logic problem. People think you're saving resources by ending your life. That, oh, things will be better if you just end your life. There will be peace if you end your life. I understand the logic, but I think even if logic doesn't seem flawed in a logical way, if you're like, no, logically it makes sense for me to do this, for me to destroy myself, because there will be no more pain. Fuck logic. Fuck whatever thing that drives you to the grave. Life doesn't have to be logical. It doesn't have to be reasonable. It's not reasonable. But it's not reasonable to kill yourself either. It's the most unreasonable thing. So I do want to get back to having a little bit of fun, because I'm just having some fun when I'm reacting to this video, but I also don't want new viewers to think that I'm not doing my best to be a real-life superhero. And as a real-life superhero, my enemy is suicide. Because I think a superhero should try to take on the bigger problems, even if it's an impossible problem. There are real-life superheroes online arguing because, well, they're not arguing. Dark Winter was basically posting up some comments where somebody was sparking up a chat with him, and then he asked if he wanted to help take down the Illuminati. And Dark Winter was like, I don't want to fucking talk to you, crazy person. My voice kind of cracked there. And then Master Legend kind of shared a story. It was like, yeah, I knew this psychic lady who was way off. This lady who said she was psychic, and she was way off. And it's like everybody runs into somebody who talks about superpowers, you know? And you kind of go, yeah, but I live in the real world. And, you know, everybody has that Phoenix Jones moment where they're like, yeah, but I'm talking about doing real superhero stuff. I'm not talking about AI superhero stuff. I'm not talking about the Illuminati. And it's like everybody's everybody's quest is a little bit different. But that doesn't mean we're not trying to tackle serious issues. Sure, you might not believe in the Illuminati. I don't really think I believe in the Illuminati, but I don't believe in most things. I find it's very easy